inside of Bite Cafe with
Mari
and
Annabelle.
We're going to be talking about Love in Deep Space. Can both of y'all give me your experience with the game, how often you play the game, which characters are your favorite, what attracted you to the game, why specific characters are your favorite, the rabbit hole you've gone down since playing this game? Going for that.
You want to go first?
Okay, so she actually got me into the game. I will say I do spend more hours on it than her. What attracted me to the game was its combat style, believe it or not. It wasn't even the romance at first. I was like, yeah, they're attractive. But then it was the combat and the story that really got me into it. Like, the idea that, like, you know, all these past lovers, all these past interactions, and have no recollection of it, and we get to, like, explore so many different characters with the same MC. So, like, I kind of liked how they, like, play around with it. My experience with the game, we've been playing since it came out on the App Store. So we've been playing it before there was this huge blow up. There was barely any fan art. There was barely any fan base. It was just Raphael, Zane, and Xavier. And it's so great to see that it's blossomed into something else entirely. We always hoped for this. But our experience with the community and the game itself, before and after, have been amazing. And I must say, Raphael is my favorite. I'm a Raphael girl. And it makes me happy to see so many people just showing love to the game and to the support for the creators. And you know, I try my best to support where I can. So yeah, that's basically how I met it.
I met it. I was scrolling through YouTube one day. I got an ad for it, and after I checked it out on the Play Store and Google, I was like, this is actually pretty good. I do Otome games a lot. Obey Me was one of my bigger ones, and it started to fade out. So I'm like, I need something new. I saw the Bunny Butler for Xavier was the ad, and I was like, I kind of like this. So I checked it out, and I think what hooked me right away was the fact that their customization for MC was broader than most Otome games, because most of the times it's either you don't see the MC or you're stuck as pale. And being a person of color, seeing that there's at least some options for me to be black is amazing to me, and that's what drew me in. I will say my favorite is Silas. I used to be a Zane girly, but Silas is my number one love. I love him so much. I think I love him so much because a lot of people get it wrong and say that he's kind of like this TikTok mafia boss guy who's so cold and hard. That's not him at all.
That's more of a cover.
Exactly. He shows that he loves MC. He knows that she's strong and she's capable of doing whatever she needs to do. He supports her in that, but also there's this tender moments and this soft side to him that shows, like, even though I have this big persona, I'm this boss of this N109 zone, this restricted zone, I still love you. And I'm going to respect your boundaries. I'm going to give you what you need, and I will support you whenever you need it. And I will say, Love in Deep Space as a community, it's just, I love it so much, because not only is this something I can share with my friends, but there's just so much positivity to it. People will say that this is a Gooner game. It's not a Gooner game. That's my one. It's not a Gooner game. It has its romantic basis like any other game, and at the same time, it has combat. When I went into this, I was like, okay, it's a romance game. All right, cool. Yay, Otome. I love Otome. Then I saw I got a gun, and I was like, oh, this is something different. I like this. There's battle. It's not just loving. It's also fighting in Deep Space. Love and Deep Space.
Okay, so y'all both have talked about the combat system. What about the combat system? Do we have any dislikes about it? How does it compare to other traditional fighting games?
Well, I'm a Final Fantasy girly, so the combat system just felt like Final Fantasy on mobile. Like, at first I was like, I've never really fought on a mobile thing. I'm not used to doing all this. And then I played it and I was like, oh, it's just Final Fantasy VII. And that kind of what helped me get into the swing of it. But what I love about the combat, especially with the myth cards, is that every gameplay, even with the same character, with different skins and different myth cards, they do play differently, and you get to find what works best for you in that combat system. So you don't have to stick with one thing. You can switch out weapons, you can switch out players, you can switch out anything, and you can figure out how to build up your cards through there. So I like how it builds on that, and it's not just here you go, do with what we gave you. You know, it's just make with it what you will and do what you want to do. So that's what I like about the combat system.
Similar experience?
Yeah, I am not a mobile game person for, was it MMORPG? Yeah, I'm not really much of that, so it was a shock to me. but they had like so many different games. It ran so smoothly at first. I will admit they have expanded their updates to the point where my phone blue screens.
Yeah, it hurts, yeah.
40 gigabytes.
It's insane, but good game. I do love the combat. Same as her.
Okay, so for the favorite characters, I've never played this game before. Everything I'm learning is from this today. Costumes are a part of it. Do we have a favorite costume for our favorite character?
Do you want to go first?
Ooh, I do have a tie between the vampire costume for Silas and the dragon art for Silas. The vampire, of course, regal, all white fit, long hair. He's just, it gives you like Alucard, but like palette swaps.
All right, okay, yeah.
It's really good. Dragon skin. I mean, get abs on display. It got claws for hands. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What about you?
Well, for your Silas, yeah, absolutely. Grassland Silas to add on top of that. For that, I love that card. It's like one of the Master Chef is beautiful. For Raphael, he is my favorite. If I had to pick a skin, oh my god, it's like picking my favorite. Yeah, definitely the Lumerian, the mermaid one. I know people make jokes with the tail. He is, yes. Even in the current story, it's revealed later on. He, long story short, he was gonna let her drown, but he's like emotionally bonded to her, so he couldn't like physically do it. So he got her, and you see his mermaid tail. Yeah. But yeah, his Lumerian skin is one of my favorites. I'm trying to think. Definitely Nightly Rendezvous. Like, I just love the robes, the satin robes. I will admit, I like that one. So, yeah, I would say those are my two favorite. I just have so many, I just can't remember the specific names for it. But yeah, those are like my top two.
I love that you have those rings.
yeah. I had to do it. I was like, oh wait.
You had an Eat-A bag, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to show off your Eat-A bag? Okay, can you walk me through this Eat-A bag here that's dedicated solely to Silas?
So, it was a lot more elaborate than this. Oh, like this.
Okay, do you want to walk it up closer to the camera? Is that good?
I can take it out. It's a sleeve.
So we've got buttons, we've got photo cards.
Yeah, more photo cards.
Where do you
I will
source all
display
this?
So I will admit some of these I do get from a friend on Whatnot. It's like eBay, but I like it a little bit better than eBay.
Okay.
And most of the times, if you go to an anime convention, most likely there's at least one stall selling something Love in Deep Space. I know the shop in there goes to a lot of conventions around the Texas area.
I gotcha.
So I do get some merch from them. This I got from, I think, Anime Frontier. It was some booth. It's, I think, like 120 Love and Deep Space Silas photo cards. Beautiful. Beforehand, I used to have this giant acrylic block of Silas, but I did not want to lug that around.
How heavy was that?
It's not that heavy, but like compared to like everything in here plus the stuff in my bag, it gets very heavy. I had to leave half the shrine at home.
That's amazing. Okay, so we are day one fans.
Oh, yes.
Dedicated to the cause.
Yes.
Be with it until it blows up.
Yes.
Okay, we love to see it. We love to see it. Thank you all so much for today.
Would you like a photo card?
Hi, we're today in the beautiful San Antonio. We are at Bites Cafe for the Love in Deep Space unofficial Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day pop-up event. We've got two wonderful folks here to tell us about their experience with Love in Deep Space. I'm standing here with Lynn.
Anne.
Lynn and Anne, it is so nice to meet you. Thank you for taking time to talk to us today. And you said that you had previously played the game. You actively play the game. Lynn, you do not play the game. Can y'all walk me through your experience with playing and with watching somebody play and experience this game?
I started like over a year ago as a joke because like I follow a lot of Otome games since dating sims, and anyway, so this was kind of fed in my algorithm. It looked a bit odd, and but I see enough times to make me want to play it. It took a bit getting used to due to like the hyper realistic looking characters, but like the different features like interacting with the like specific characters like Zane or Caleb, and like messaging them or playing with them in combat makes the immersion like much fuller compared to most Otome games I've played. Like I mostly go on it these days for like daily missions, but or get it, or like the recreational games like getting the in-game plushie, but What I do really like is mostly the artwork, because in the gacha cards you get, because I also like seeing the characters in like all sorts of different costumes, like wuxia, weird BDSM stuff, or like sci-fi stuff.
Okay, so you said that you downloaded initially as a joke. So you got advertised a bunch because you already kind of are in the Otome sphere. You downloaded as a joke.
Yeah.
When was it no longer a joke?
I think the farther I got into the main story, chapter 3 or 4 of the main story, like I got really much more immersed in it, because I was more invested in the lore at that point. So like half of it is actually just spending more time with the in-game characters and just finding out more about who they are. That is another part of it, but it's mostly the lore, the lore and the plushies.
All right. And so you've got a plushie here, and then we've got like an animal thing here. What about these specific characters drew you to them? Why are these your favorites?
Because my 2 favorite characters are Zane and Caleb. One for like the military background I find interesting, but also his complex relationship with the main character of he finds familiarity in his position as an older brother, but he wants something more, but is conflicted about it. And Zane, simply because I gravitate towards dark-haired, aloof, awkward characters. Yeah.
Okay, and then Lynn, you've not played this game at all. You've watched somebody play this game. Yes. You've had to listen to somebody talk about this game. Yeah. What is your takeaway from that experience?
I can see why it's so popular, because it's a game targeted towards the female gaze. This sort of it's not as salacious as games targeted towards the male gaze, and that restraint, I guess, leaves to the imagination. So I can understand the popularity. And as far as, let's see, as how the fandom brings up these events like this, for me, it's just like, it's nice to see people bond over like a shared interest like this.
Like especially something so niche.
Oh yeah. Like, in the grand scheme of how pop culture is, the game's still niche as hell, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of cool fan art from this game, so yeah.
Do you ever see yourself also downloading it as a joke and then getting into it?
Honestly, no. The visuals aren't my cup of tea. I can again understand how some people would like it, but the design of the characters seems very overly filtered to me. That's why I prefer the fan art over the actual game.
Okay, I got you. Thank you all so much for your time today. Hi, we're in San Antonio at the Cafe by Love and Deep Space Valentine's Day pop-up event. I am here with
Amaris,
Araceli,
Paige,
and we're talking about Love and Deep Space and everything that we love about Love and Deep Space. Can you all walk me through what got you into the game, why we're still into the game, what attracted us to our favorite characters, if we make any art, if we're exchanging any art, things like that. I'm going to start because you're right here. Talking to you first.
So I started the game, I think 2 months after it came out. At first I was with Raphael, but then I got drawn to Zane, who's the doctor in the game. I do make art, I just wasn't able to give it out. And there's a lot of people here who do exchanges. I had a lot of people come up and be like, do you want a freebie? Do you want a freebie? And I'm like, yeah. And it's a very, this isn't your average dating sim. This is very different. If you played dating sims before, it's a very different experience.
What about it is different? I want to go down that rabbit hole. What attracts this one more than any other dating sim you've ever played?
Well, it's a 3D dating sim, which you don't really see a lot of, and the way they captured like these characters isn't like your typical like, oh, let me like waste money and hopefully don't get the card. I have to pay for a route and finally get close to this person. When this is like very like immersive, I think that's the word, of your character, and you get to meet each one throughout like just the game in general. They do have like certain stuff you can, like a book I think in the game where you can read about their background, so it gives you more that no other game has done before. Like, yeah, they'd be like, oh, here's your characters, and then they'll release another game and be like, oh, here's a second game for the characters, and it's just a whole different plot. These have plots, like it's different events, different stories. It's a very, like that's how I see it as different. I think they have more.
Yeah, I want to hear from everybody. I see you're chomping. Do you want to go next? What do we love about the game? Who's our favorite character? Why are they our favorite character? How is this different from other dating games? Because I found that with this one, this is not people's first dating game. Like, they've played other ones, and then this is the one that they're like, yes, I want to do this one. Why?
Okay. So my favorite is my favorite is Xavier. I mainly got drawn to him at first because the color purple, and also the space theme. I love space, and then I just kind of started learning more about his personality and the type of character he was, and it's like very, very caring, and it's kind of when I first got into the game, I was at a very vulnerable position in my life, so I kind of got drawn to this game, and it started helping me kind of go through those emotions, and I feel like it's definitely helped me through those times.
Are we still a Xavier fan? Are we still standing Xavier? Okay, do we have a favorite skin for Xavier?
His probably his myth where he's the king of Dark Knight. I think, yeah. So, but yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I definitely feel like he has helped me through a lot of rough times through my life.
If something's having a positive, like, overall experience, I don't think it's embarrassing. If something has helped you through a hard time, I don't think that's, like, did it help?
Yeah.
Not embarrassing. All of the other previous questions to you.
Okay. So for me, my main is Silas. So I started when playing the game, I think he actually came out. So what I got drawn with him, I think the other guys give more like soft, like pastel like styles in my opinion. But I think for Silas, it gave me like that dark, mysterious look. And I was like, okay, I want to know more about him. So, like, kind of like what Paige was saying, like, we all go through different times, and I think for me, it was, like, after my breakup, and I was like, okay, there's no love, like, there's nothing to, like, feel anything, and I think Love in Deep Space really gives you that love, you know, it really gives you that emotion of feeling loved by this character, you know, so it really shows you, like, how you should be treated, actually, you know, how a perfect man should be like. Yes, standards are a little high, but I think having a boyfriend, just like in any of these types of guys, is like the most beautiful thing that came out of this game, you know. So I think what really drawn me to Silas is that, like, yes, he has like that dark side, but like he also has his sweet sides. So I think that's what really got me drawn into him. You know, you can be playful with him, he can be playful with you, and I think that's what really got me into the game, because you can do so much in the game. It has so much dialogue, it has so many things to do with, like, with the crane games, even like having like a study mode where like you could study with him. So it's kind of like weird, it's kind of funny, but like as someone who's like, I'm pretty sure like in China it's a little different, like especially when you're alone and you don't have anyone, it's like your little boyfriend in the pocket kind of thing, you know?
So it feels like an actual established connection, like you feel like you genuinely know this. It feels like a person, it doesn't feel like a character.
And that's what I loved about the game, you know? It really connects with me, and I feel like I need to find my Silas.
I like that mentality. Thank you all so much for today, I appreciate it. Hi, we're in San Antonio at the Bites Cafe for the Love and Deep Space pop-up Valentine's Day event. We are here with the creator of the pop-up event.
Hi, I'm Ruby of Ruby Slippers Creations and Kawaii Gemstone Kawaii Events.
I know nothing about this game. I came to this pop-up to learn everything I could about fans of the game. Ruby here, who is putting this event on, clearly loves the game. I want you to tell me, one, what got you into the game? Why are you still in the game? Who your favorite character is? Why they're your favorite character? Rabbit hole as much as possible.
Yeah. So I got into the game funny enough because of one of my vendors who's here today. She's so spoiled. She does hand sewn and charms. And she was like, hey girl, like I'm at this vendor event. It's really crazy. Like you should check out this game because I like hot anime character men. And so she's like, this is perfect for you. So I started playing and like I really got into the fantasy aspect.
How long have we been playing?
Honestly, not that long, but I play a lot. So I've only been playing for about 8 months, but I'm already at like level 40 because of the amount of time that I have invested into it, which is really fun. But each introduction to the characters is the reason that I kind of keep coming back to it, even if I'm like distracted by other events, because I do host an array of different themed events here in San Antonio, mostly here at Bites, but I do have other locations. But Love and Deep Space just kind of like ticks all the boxes for me when it comes to being kind of like a gooner fantasy fangirl, where I get to get my little tummy ruffles in, feel cute and pretty from like a hot anime character, but also live in a fantasy world for that duration of time where I get to play. And so I think that's why it becomes so addicting, because in a sense you are building a relationship with these characters, and I wanted to bring that to life. So my whole goal today, especially having all 5 cosplayers here, was to introduce those characters to you in person. So I even included in the tiered bundles, which we had here for today, a personalized Valentine. So I wrote Valentines as each character directly to our clients and customers who prepaid for them. So there are quite a few kittens here today where Silas wrote them their own personal Valentine that no one else will have. And so all of that kind of personal one-on-one interaction with a fantasy character is what keeps me so intrigued with Love and Deep Space, and why I think so many people also kind of resonate with that, of being able to get that fantasy romantic connection, the excitement obviously from other aspects of the game, but now today feeling it in real life. Yes.
For the game mechanics, some of the folks that we've talked to have really liked the dating aspect, more of like the combat aspect. What do you, I'm going to assume you like the dating aspect a little bit more.
I do. I like that you have to earn it. So obviously you can always pay for certain things in the game to kind of upgrade to the experience. But if you're just playing and like you're on a budget, you do have to earn those certain memories or certain interactions. So it kind of feeds both things. You can get the dopamine quick where you pay for that, or you can go through the journey and earn it. And
build the relationship with the character. Okay.
And so I like that aspect as well of that versatile kind of option. Obviously when they have special releases or new things and new memories or secret moments, you want to pay for your character because you want it now, right? And obviously that lends itself to the addictive and enjoyment that we get from the game, that you're willing to do that. I like the gameplay. I also like getting to design my characters, so it kind of takes me back to that like early 2000s, like playing on my computer, getting to play dress up with the characters. It fulfills that. It fulfills battle. It fulfills fantasy. It fulfills storyline. It fulfills dating, all in one.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned Silas by name a couple times. You said the kitten thing. I have to guess again. That is your favorite character.
Yes, Silas is my favorite. Raphael is a close second, though. But Silas, you know, he's kind of that typical bad boy trope where he seems like an asshole to everyone else, but then he's like sweet to you. You know, us girlies who grew up on like 90s anime shows like Inuyasha, you know, Ranma 1/2, things like that, where it's kind of this like love-hate, but like secretly, yes, I'm into you, I'll protect you. I like that trope, and so he fits that bill for me, as well as being super hot, and the voice actor, like, I don't want to know what the voice actor looks like, but that's Silas. That's Silas, yeah.
Do we have yearning from this game? Does this game give us yearning?
Yes, because it keeps you wanting more. So like you're waiting for that next interaction, you're waiting for that next release of something new. This summer there is going to be a new one where they're going back to like feudal China, Korea, like with the long hair, traditional robes. Yeah.
Do we have a favorite skin for Silas?
Oh, that's a hard one. Honestly, what our cosplayer is wearing today. I'm into the like leather straps and the like button up. He's outside doing Kabadon right now, so you can see him leaning into our guests. All of that is what I like about him, where it's kind of dumb.
Okay, hold on. So he's pushing people up on a wall. Can you just walk me through that, please? Me?
Yeah, do you mind? I just need your hand. So if I was Silas, I'd be going, and then I could be putting a lollipop from my mouth into your mouth while I'm over you.
People are doing that outside right now.
You can see him right there. Look, her arms are up. Keep going. There we go.
Oh, and he's like faking a kiss.
Yeah. And they'll video the interaction, and you'll get to be up close and personal with your fantasy character.
I mean, there's a long line of people doing this. There is a line. Oh my goodness. I mean, you're giving the ladies what they want. You really are. You are fulfilling the fantasy that is love and deep space in real life. Wow.
I haven't found mine yet, but
are you?
I'm all about, especially for my events, making everyone feel welcome. Sorry. No, you're good. Making everyone feel welcome and bringing those fantasies to life, even for just an afternoon. Obviously, this stuff in the scheme of the world is so silly, but today, this is it. This is the moment we're in. We're enjoying it. This is hopeful. And so all of my Kawaii Gemstone events, I want for just that mirror of time. We're a community. We're together. We enjoy fandoms. We enjoy silly, crazy dating stories. But we're here, and everyone's getting along. And it's, to me, that's real humanity. And so I like seeing that. And that's my addiction, honestly, of why I organize so much. It gives me hope for the world when I get to see that in real life, all these hundreds of people could be here today. We had over 250 RSVPs.
Oh my gosh.
Here today, getting along, crowded, hot, but oh, excuse me, and enjoying themselves. And so that's where I get my kind of good feeling, serotonin, dopamine, whatever, of seeing so many beautiful people be kind to each other and enjoy what I present for them. So today was extra special.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an incredible event, and you've really built a community here. I'm not based in San Antonio, but this has really been something to watch. It's been a very positive experience.
Some guests here today drove as far as Louisiana. I shipped out some of our bundles with the Valentines as far as Tennessee. So the reach that this game has, I mean, it's worldwide. It's a worldwide phenomenon, but just this one event of mine reached way farther than I could have ever dreamed.
No.
Yeah. So I got to ship out some bundles on Monday because I had a group that were like, I can't make it, I don't live in Texas, but I want that little bit of the experience.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today.
Thank you so much.
San Antonio at Cafe Love Bites. Not Cafe Love. What is this place called? Cafe Bites. Cafe Bites. Bite Cafe at the Love and Deep Space Valentine's Day pop-up event. Today I'm here with
Ava, Angel, Desi.
Ava, you were just telling me about how you came down from where for this event?
I actually did just come down from Washington, D.C. I just recently moved there, and as soon as I heard about this event, I was like, I'm going to be there regardless. Nothing's going to stop me from being there. And I came.
Are y'all local? Are y'all local?
No, I'm kind of local. I'm from Austin, Texas.
Okay, so you drove down from Austin?
Yeah, I drove down from Austin.
You are local?
Yes, I've been here in San Antonio.
Okay. What are we doing outside right now?
So, in Japanese culture, there's this thing called kabedon. And basically, it's just like an 18 plus pose. So normally the guy will stand in front of the girl when she's facing the wall and pose very provocatively. We have cosplayers to do that for us, to like live out our dreams of being with our fake men. Yeah, fake men.
Okay. And then did y'all already do the kabedon earlier today?
Yes, we did. We've actually done it twice. So the first time I went with Xavier, who's my main and my man, and then the second time I went with Silas to make Xavier jellies.
It worked. For me, I went with Xavier because he's also my main, and then I went for Caleb, and this Caleb is just so out of this world.
We love him.
So I went with Raphael first, and then I was forced to go again with him. He did start pouting because I was going to go with Xavier. So I had fun both times.
And then for con community stuff, is this the first time that y'all have done?
Raphael.
Is this the first time that y'all have done Kabedon, or is this something you've done before?
So this is my first time. I've never tried it before, so it's really thrilling.
My first time too.
My first time as well.
How do we feel about it?
Excited. I'm married, y'all. I'm married now.
She's married to him.
I'm married to him.
You thought she...
No judgment. I'm open-minded to let people do what they want to do. I was going to loud thoughts to myself, but...
I'm married to him.
Is that a ring that's an in-game?
In-game, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
he proposed to you over there, or you showed up wearing the ring?
I did show up wearing my ring because he did I guess he's going to propose to me now. Yes. You just get...
I'm
yes,
getting the
yes.
idea. You're welcome.
Thank you. Love you.
What's our next pose going to be for the Kabedon?
Oh my god, I'm gonna go for Xavier again because I feel bad and I miss him so much.
I'm gonna cheat on Xavier again and go for Raphael.
We share a men.
Okay, so
We
we're
all
all
share.
sharing Xavier.
Yes.
And then, what got you into the game originally?
I don't know. I guess I was just really introverted in school, and so I was like, this is pretty fun. It's somebody to give me affection, even though that low-key sounds a little sad, but yeah.
It's for the fun of
It's for the fun of it.
Okay, so
yeah.
More of the combat or more of the dating aspect of it?
More of the dating aspect of it.
Okay, so not really playing the combat.
No. I mean, I like it. I take part in it, but I definitely like the dating aspect of it.
And same thing for y'all with the
Yep. Dating aspect.
Very much so the dating aspect, but I also do love the storyline of it.
What got y'all into the game?
My friend Veronica, she was like, you would really like Xavier, and then I chose Xavier, and I found out me and Xavier had the same birthday, so that's why it connected me to him.
My friend Anastasia, she wanted to come down here, but she couldn't because she lives all the way in Cali. She told me to do as many poses as I can, but she was also the person who got me into the game itself and has also supported me in my journey of becoming more and more dressing like one of the characters.
Are y'all dressed like the characters right now?
I'm not. I'm wearing a wedding.
You're wearing the... Okay, so we've got the wedding ring, we've got the wedding dress. This is all for Xavier.
All for Raphael.
Raphael. Okay, Raphael. Okay. Yours is Xavier.
Entirely inspired by Xavier.
Why that character over the others?
I love him. He's my exact type, and I love white-haired men, and I love jealous men. So yeah, my man.
Personality-wise, though?
No, absolutely personality-wise, because he's just the sweetest one, and he takes care of you, but he's also really funny. Yeah, he's pretty freaky too, and I like that.
You're okay.
Anyways, yeah, that's why I love Xavier.
Why do you like your character?
Xavier too? Yes, Xavier too, but I'm also a fan of Silas. Right now I'm wearing a mixture of, technically the female version of Silas's MC. I have her hair exactly how it's supposed to be done. And then I'm wearing an Xavier, I guess a cardigan of it. And I wanted to combine the two because I really thought that I couldn't really choose between the two. I really love both of them. So what I ended up doing was create this. But I really love Xavier a lot. And I like him for his personality and for the fact that when you go into the storyline, he ends up doing all these like cool things. He even has an alter ego named Lumiere. And he gets embarrassed and like jealous over the fact if you like Lumiere more than him.
Even though they're the same person.
Even though they're the same person. But it's just that he thinks that you like this other person more than him.
There's a caption.
How has this raised standards for like who y'all are dating now or who you're going to date? Like if you are going to date, how has this changed / raised your standards for what you are going to date next?
Okay, Xavier, I don't know. I mean, he's the sweetest guy ever. He cares about you. He's funny. He doesn't. He's funny without meaning to be, and I really love funny people. So I mean, that's probably my. Yeah, that's why it raises it.
For me, Silas is the one who I've grown to, personality-wise as well. Whereas Silas,
Sugar Daddy.
Silas, he's loaded. He has a lot of money, but it's the fact that he also, if the MC tried to spend less, he's like, spend more. We don't want people to assume we're broke. But the way that he is very there for you and is very mature for his age, and it's honestly something that is very nice.
How old is this man?
I think he's 24. Yeah, like very mature.
He acts
like
old.
Very mature.
Old man.
He acts like he drinks whiskey every night to put himself to sleep. Which he probably does, right?
He probably does.
That's not maturity. That is alcohol.
No, that is alcohol. This is why Xavier's my favorite.
But maturity for Silas is the fact that he will always be there for you, and he also doesn't put up with like petty little games. He's like, are you in or are you out?
He's assertive.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it.
Cry of Comrade, but my name is Luca.
And who are we cosplaying?
I'm Caleb from Love and Deep Space.
And we were just talking about how with Love and Deep Space, you no longer play it, and because
it's just, they're so needy. You need to do your daily tasks. It's very story heavy, and I feel like, which is good in some cases, but in order to play this game, I feel like you need to delete every single app on your phone, including your entire camera roll, for it to actually save and keep storage on your phone. It takes up an insane amount of storage, and I enjoy the character design. I enjoy the actual battle aspect of the game. You can shoot. It's kind of like not Fire Emblem style, but choice based. Not choice based. Kind of like a Genshin Impact style fighting, which is fun. But you have to level up cards and stuff to make the boys stronger and get certain events. But sometimes I enjoy a romance, but sometimes it's just a bit too much for me.
So they're high maintenance boyfriends.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then what specifically about Caleb do we like that we chose to cosplay him today?
Caleb, I like his outfits. He gives a very Top Gun vibe. Not this outfit specifically, but I love his pilot outfit. This is his colonel outfit, which is pretty cool. It's my favorite to wear. He's just awesome. He's part robot. He's got a robotic arm. He's got a chip in his brain. He's got an insane story. Okay. He's pretty cool.
All right, so Caleb's our main. And then for favorite skin, you're saying it's this specific costume, or what is the favorite skin?
I really like Raphael's Mythic. He's like, yes, mermaid.
Everyone today has liked the mermaid, yep.
Yes.
And then last question for you, cosplay-wise, makeup. Do we have any tips, tricks? What do you find is the best way to do smooth face, stuff like that?
I always get complimented on my skin, but I really just use, it's like a Japanese brand. I believe it's called Moo. I think it's just MOO. It's a Japanese skin brand, but I just wash my face, use moisturizer, and I always use primer and then foundation, everything else. Really, my makeup used to not be good. Everything just takes practice. Even now, I sweated all my makeup off today. It's on there a little bit. There's actually a method I use that drag queens use. You hairspray your face. And it sounds uncomfortable, but it works.
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. All right, thank you.
For everyday makeup, but definitely if you're going to be
for this specific all day in the heat.
It definitely helps, especially got to be.
I got you. Thank you so much. Hi everybody, I'm standing here with
Xavier, aka Sorrow.
We're going to be talking a little bit about Love in Deep Space. We're at a pop-up event at Cafe Byte. Can you walk me through what initially brought you into the game, why we're still in love with the game, why we love this game so much that we are cosplaying this specific character? I want to know everything.
Honestly, I saw it on TikTok and I'm like, there's a lot of hot guys, so I'm gonna play this game. And what really got me into the game was Raphael, the fish. I'm the bunny. I cosplayed this character because a friend gave me the wig, and it just happened. And everyone seems to really like this cosplay, so it's a comfort.
Can you walk me through what your favorite character is? Like, is your favorite character Xavier? Because you just said Raphael.
Yes.
Your favorite character is Raphael.
Yes, my favorite character is Raphael. He is sassy. They are all a little sassy, but I think my personality is a lot like Raphael's, so I resonate with him a little bit.
Is there a specific skin of Raphael's that you like the most?
The mermaid one, of course, you know.
Everyone said
yeah.
Mermaid the best.
Everything's out, so.
That's fair. Okay. And then hi again, we're here with
Adrian.
And we are cosplaying
Raphael from Love in Deep Space.
And what about this character are we most attracted to? Why do we love this character out of the other 5?
Ooh, he was the first character that I saw for the games and promo. For a while, I actually didn't know what the game was. I just kept seeing like edits show up on like my TikTok of the characters, and I was really attracted to like his initial character design. But once I started playing the game, I realized that he's got this kind of like hot and cold, like very lighthearted, bratty, funny personality that I just really like connected with. Sometimes he kind of reminds me of myself a little bit, which is why I cosplay him as well.
And then while playing the game, are there certain parts of the game that you really connect with, that you resonate with?
I just think that it's got a really great storyline. I'm just a sucker for all of the backstories of the characters. You can tell that they were really written with a lot of like care and intention with how the characters reflect and how the players will interact with them and things like that. So it gives the players like a very like warm feeling. Like all the characters are very likable. Even if they're not your favorite, there's still something that's appealing to everybody. And I think it's definitely one of my favorite aspects is that there's always something for everyone.
And then I've learned today through talking to people that there's a combat element, there's definitely the romance element. Do we prefer combat over romance?
Honestly, I think I do personally prefer the combat system. I personally feel like it's a little bit slept on at times. The combat in the game is genuinely so much fun. It's so much fun trying to figure out which love interest will work better in certain situations, you know, taking the time to like play little quests and upgrade the materials and things like that. It's definitely, some people might think it's a little bit like grindy or tedious, but I think you're just putting the same amount of care back into the game that the developers put into it for us.
I really love that answer. That's fantastic. And then cosplay-wise, can we talk about where we got how did we source the costume?
So I ended up putting together individual pieces myself. I was going to just buy the cosplay pre-made initially, but it wasn't going to show up for the event in time, so I went and bought individual pieces and just based it off of one of the more simple game outfits that applies to all of the characters. It's definitely one of the more recognizable ones in my opinion, like the vest and tie. Yeah, definitely. And I just thought it was a little bit fun. I've cosplayed a couple different versions of Raphael and thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit more toned down for once.
I gotcha. And then makeup-wise, do we have any hints, tips, tricks for the makeup?
Ooh, the under-eye eyeliner that I have thin little lashes down here that I always use, and I use this really, really thin eyeliner for it. Always recommend getting a thin felt eyeliner for eyelash stuff. It really makes a difference for your makeup.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today. Hi, today I'm here with...
My name is Sunny. I am playing the character Zane.
From what series?
This is from Love in Deep Space.
And then can you walk me through what initially got you into the Love in Deep Space game?
I personally, my gender identity is very varied. So for Otome type games, I've always been like, I don't really think I would be able to get into that game because of the fact that the MC is explicitly female and my gender is so just fluctuating. And then I got into Love in Deep Space and I saw Caleb for the first time. And funny enough, I just grew so attached that I was able to just throw out the fact that the MC was a girl anyways.
Okay, so you're dressed as the Doctor character though, but you got attached to Caleb. So why this versus Caleb?
So, first of all, they didn't have a Zane cosplayer, and my good friend who is the Raphael from this event just DM'd me one day on Discord, yo, do you want to cosplay Zane? And I said, sure, why not? Okay.
Your favorite one, though. Your favorite one is
Caleb.
What about Caleb are we attracted to?
It's definitely his demeanor. I have found myself attracted to a lot more kind of the reliable big brother type characters because it's a little deep, but I am someone who is so very used to being relied on myself. But finally having someone that I know that I could rely on no matter what and would always be there for me is just something that has been so important to me in his character.
Okay, so you've really been able to connect to this character.
Yes.
With some of the folks that we've talked to earlier, it almost felt like they were actually, when they talked about it, they were actually dating the character. Do you feel like that at all, or is it more so like this is still very much a video game?
It's a weird slippery slope because I do have a personal history of parasocialism. It has been really bad for me in the past, so I do like to make sure I keep that firm barrier between me and the character just so that it doesn't become an unhealthy degree. Just because that is something that this game does very, very well prey on, especially over in the Asian countries.
Okay, and then I'm so sorry. I think this is the first time that I've like blanked today. I still want to keep going. I'm starting to blank a little bit.
No, you're so true.
Do you have a favorite skin for any of your characters?
I am sorry about that. I am a really big fan of Caleb's, I just forgot the name of it, but it's this recent one where, funny enough, he is shirtless and he is only wearing pants and an apron, but it actually kind of marks a turning point in the MC and Caleb's relationship where they're truly able to be their true selves together. And specifically the Chinese version of the game, there is a separation between the MC's Gege, meaning big brother, and Xia Yizhou, who is his actual name. So one of the lines that resonates with me is Xia Yizhou is greedy and Gege gave you all his love without condition, but now I'm wanting more. Because it is their relationship's pivotal turning point.
I no longer want to be your older brother figure. I want to be your boyfriend.
I want to be your lover. And it's something that, at least to me, only makes the truest sense in its original language.
Fascinating. Okay, so I guess translation-wise, it did not come across the States to have the same weight that it did in Chinese.
Yes.
Perfect. I think I got everything I needed. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Have a good night. Hi, I'm here with
Stacy Lane,
and we are cosplaying
Silas from Love and Deep Space.
And then can you walk me through what initially got you into this game?
So initially this is actually my second character that I cosplayed. I started out as with Gojo. A lot of you probably know him. And I made a lot of friends that encouraged me to cosplay Silas because I'm quite tall, so it's very fitting that I would cosplay him. They're quite similar characters with their height and hair. So I was like, I give it a shot, and I guess it just became very popular.
You are recognizable. I've seen you around at other cons. Do you actually play the game?
I played a little bit of the game, just to kind of get a feel for the characters. I recently played the Vampire Silas one, and that one I was going into it just being like, oh, okay, let's see how much of a heartbreaker he becomes. But what I wasn't expecting was just to be in tears by the end. Okay, well, I didn't cry out bawling, but I will admit I was like, are those tears? One of those things.
Okay, so the lore gets deep enough to where you're connecting with this character and you actually feel empathy for them.
Yeah. Well, I guess the story related particularly to me because in his story during that scene, that myth, he was quite lonely, isolated, and I did feel that way before starting cosplaying. Cosplaying is kind of my hobby that made me a lot more social, and a lot of the friends that I have now, the really good ones, come from cosplaying.
That's fantastic. That's really lovely. I'm full of good vibes. You probably don't remember me. We spoke for a little bit at IkiCon. I was in a rabbit suit, and it's one of my favorite memories from this year now because we went to go take a picture, didn't get to take a picture because somebody ran up and was like, hey, I want to take your picture. And I got really excited and I was like, yeah, you can take our picture, it's fine. And he went, no, not you! Like that, for me to get out of the way. And I was just like, okay.
How rude.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, I do take a lot of inspiration from the game when it comes to when I appear at anime conventions. Well, like for example, probably saw in there, like when I carry people, that was because of Silas. He does that in the game.
Okay, so you specifically lift weights to get strong enough so that you can successfully carry people like at cons and stuff,
I kind of
right?
have like an archetype when it comes to my characters. So when it comes to like Silas, he's very lean and very slender and tall. So I train not only for the look, but also for the functionality, like to do this stuff.
Fantastic.
But it's less about strength and more about technique, to be honest.
So that you don't hurt yourself when you're lifting them up.
So that they feel comfortable when they're in my arms, so they don't feel like I'm about to drop them.
Okay.
Yeah.